All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. And if you have already subscribed, keep on doing that great thing by sharing the contents far and wide. So the other day, we have actually covered a video on Hallgrímsson after his press conference, and we said we are going to be doing part two. But now we have gotten enough information, so we said we are going to be doing a video exactly like this. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What should be qualified as success, or what success should look like under Mr. Hallgrímsson? We're going to start with some actual things happening inside the region of the Concacaf, and then we can build up the room. All right. So we saw our brother Martin in the house, massive respect. Africans in the house, massive respect. Joseph Brown in the house, massive respect. Let me know if the camera is lagging, if we are getting sound, if everything is running. Let me know in the comment section. All right, first thing we have to say before we start this conversation, because obviously you have to know about the personnels that you are going up against. Congratulations to Panama for qualifying for the U17s World Cup, and also congratulations to Panama that qualifies for the ladies World Cup as well. We are going to be doing a separate video on that over the Imaxit YouTube channel later, so make sure to subscribe over there as well and show the respect as well, and maybe you can learn a thing or two, because we will be touching in different territories than what you guys might normally looked at. All right, yes. So anyways, let me continue. On the back of that, a lot of persons kept texting me. I'm asking every single time I'm doing videos, Jamaicans bothering me, and people texting me. Every single time a success comes from someone, someone texting me about Jamaica, so I can't even concentrate on doing my other work, which is covering the entire CONCACAF. So I decided that okay, this is the one that I'm going to come out and try and chop it up, because clearly I understand that people must be hurting that Jamaica don't qualify, and they have heard so much good things that Jamaica is the best thing in this, best thing in that, and they can't really see it materialize. So what's stopping that? If you have one word when you're rewatching this video, what's stopping that? If you believe that Jamaica is all that great, what's stopping that? Because clearly, if you're great, Usain Bolt is great. You saw the production. Shelley and Felix are great. You saw the production. Ilian and Thompson great. You saw the production. So one word. What's stopping the production for this great footballing nation that you perceive it to be? That is one of the first thing we have to start on. All right. Yes. What that just give me that one word you're looking for. What's stopping it? Because remember, you are saying that it's great. All right. I am not sure. I have to always be collecting data every single time, and most of the times when I'm coming, it's questionable. All right. So anyways, let me stop it right there for that one. All right, and then we move on to the rest of the show, because we have a lot of things ready to chop up. All right, yes. So we are waiting on those comments to come in. I thought comments should be flooded in, but maybe people don't know that I'm live and it's very early for a lot of persons. So congrats and respect for all the persons that got up out of their beds to come and chop up it with us here. All right, yes. So let me share it so people can know that we are live here. All right, yeah, man. So let me know. Yes, let me know. That's the first thing. All right. So anyways, now what I've done some research on are the regions that we are going to be competing with. All right, those regions. All right, and what I've learned over those regions are they did put things in place, which is not a surprise. I know it's not a surprise for you, guys, that they did put things in place. It's definitely not a surprise for you, 1000%. I do understand. I do know that for sure. All right, so Panama. We had talked about Panama. Um, we had talked about Panama from early out, and we said that Panama would have always been a threat team. It doesn't matter what Jamaica does, like bringing in new talents, and every single thing for the next 5 or 10 years. If Panama stays with the same selection metrics, and Jamaica goes overseas and get the best talents, but still have these rough patches and set up and everything, we are going to still be competitive. Panama will still be competitive because Panama has a structured system that everyone works through, ladies and boys works through, and it always comes off because there are players coming in from okay level football, but the average overall is just so in sync. It's easy to work. It's much more functional. Look at it. Panama in the qualifiers for ladies, they looked off the beat, big time. All right, they looked off the beat, big time. And what happened? I saw them played Chile. I saw them play Chile twice. They defeated Chile once, and then followed up. They lost to Chile. All right. Yes, but you could see the way they are changing their footballing style. All right. So it's like they were roughed around the edges, and then automatically, over maybe a 6 month period, they changed the entire style to come around and be effective. Really, really effective. All right. So why we can't do those things if we are saying that we are that top notch? Because the lack of a system. All right. And that's why we have the lack of multiple systems. Don't let me put lack of a system, that because that would have actually come off wrong. The lack of multiple systems. All right, because you can't have one system and it works. Mr. Hallgrímsson talked about a few things. We are going to look at them and look at the time that it's going to take to come through, because that is important as well. Because if look at that, then if the time, everything that he has on his paper will take to come through will be 7 years, and then after 4 years he qualified for the World Cup maybe once, and the younger teams are struggling, and then we don't have any replenishment immediately after that 4 year cycle. Guy would say, oh, but it's a failure, but maybe it's not a failure. So that's why it's needed to go through these conversation. All right. Yes. So that's what I was trying to get to for you guys. All right. 1 second, let me just share it here because we have to let people know that we're live, and then I can get something charged up here. All right, let me get some comments in because I saw that people already in. All right, massive respect and thanks everyone that actually passed through very early. Let me get the comments them in. All right. Am I blocked? No, you're not blocked. I am seeing you, so I don't know why would you be blocked. Island Card, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Moderators cannot be blocked on the channel. All right, yeah, they cannot be blocked. Big up yourself, Island Card. Martin says, not no lag for you. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much on that. Martin said, our mentality, corruption, ego, selfish. All right, so that's what he thinks stopping us from moving on to our next level. Big up yourself, Mr. Pagan. How you doing, man? Hope all is well with you and the family. All right. I'll add the standard 1998 to it as well. Gilly Gunner said, big up the morning crack boss. Big up yourself, man. Thanks very much for being here. And Sheridan answered, structure, system matters. Kudos to Panama. Yes, man. And then we have Osh Poppy. Thanks very much. You turned up late. All right. Because I was, my mic never set for like a minute or so. And I knew that you would have corrected me. So thanks very much. But everything is okay now. We have reorganized the system. YouTube sort out what they need to sort out, give us the additional KBs that we should be working with, and it's working. All right, yes. So anyways, big up yourself, and then we have our brother Football Global. Massive respect. All right, yes. So let me start with the conversation now. And we're going to mix it with the girl football as well, because everything should be in sync. All right, because it's the same way how Panama in sync everything. So even if the guy is working with the boys, it still can go over to the girls. All right, so it should be in sync. Don't tell me that it should not be in sync. It should be. All right, yes. So let me continue this conversation. So anyways, let me move over on this one. Where is the girls? All right, where is the girls? All right, girls. All right, so this let me keep it right there. So yeah, so let me continue. So the time that he's going to be spending, 4 years. 4 years, guys. 4 years is that time. Is that time. 4 years. His intention, what he said, he wants to set in a system which is like a scouting system. And this is how you know it can work over. Flow over into the girls as well. A scouting system, it simply means you just scan the same structure that he's doing over here and put it for girls. Or he could actually put it over and just put everything in it. So for girls, the database, and for boys, database. So everyone function from it. So that's a side that he helps the girl football instant. All right. Yes. So a scouting system would could finish under his tenure, which is 4 years. That will not take much long. All right, and then maybe to get connect to people that they can automatically put persons in it might take a little bit longer, but to set up the structure will not take long. So he could fulfill that. So a scouting system, that is something that Jamaica wanted for a long time, because you only had people outside contacting people. So clearly, a scouting system is needed. So that would be one pointer, and I think you would get immense credit for it. I've expanded on it in the last video to say that that would have fixed a lot of things. It could have fixed things from before. It could have fixed things that we had from before, which is when we are going about selection, we don't know players and people have to be asking people to get players and those stuff. So that would have actually cancelled it out. And then when the hierarchies vetting people are not just vetting but looking at tournaments, they can't have any excuse for the coaches as well. So that's after he leaves, or maybe at the lower level, because he's not going to coach every level. So if Mr. Wall coaching the U20s, and then there's Mr. Wall goes to the U20s and he's not successful, or he's successful, when they're doing their cashing and checking up, they have to look back at it and say, all right, then you had this. For instance, if you fail, because fail would be the one that they would have to go back and audit everything much more properly. So you'd have to go through it, look at the pros and cons, look at the players that was actually available to you, and obviously you have all the autonomy to get everything done, no problem, but they still have to check it and see if, okay, for me, if Aritam, for instance, use Messi as an example, he could not fit your system, and Messi was available for Jamaica at the time, and you never picked him, but you picked two other guys that was not up to the level, and then you fail. All right, then so that can go on a CV, and then we can look at it and say maybe you weren't worth it, so we have to move on. So that is the importance of a scouting network and a database. That is the importance. It really kind of help you to know to get the names, and help you to properly audit what you really want to do, or how much you can perfect your system or create a system. So it helps in so much ways, which is just a database alone. So if he gets that up and running, that would be a big part of his success. It might not show the level of fruits at the end, which I think this video will be based on. You might not see the fruits of the labor instant, but it will be coming, because other countries, they tried the same thing and it took a while, but you were maybe looking at only the end product and said, oh, those other nations can't compete with Jamaica, but they were working on things to set in place properly, to start something, to start a dynasty. But you only looking at the end product, you missed everything. You missed everything, and that is one of the biggest problems. You missed everything in that same time. You get me? So as I said, the first thing would have been the massive success here would be would be would be the scouting network and also the database. So clearly, let me know what say you if you are okay with that. So if he adds a fluent database to the system, would you be happy for that if that's the only thing he adds? Now I'm just adding things to it, to see what you're satisfied with. So a fluent database and a scouting network added to it. Would you be happy for that only? All right, so if he does not qualify for the World Cup and just fulfill a fluent database, would you be happy for that? Let me know. Or you want more than that? Let me know. All right, yes, let me know. All right, yes. All right, so that's just database we chopped up in the first 15. All right, Jevan Davis, thanks very much for being here. Guys, make sure to smash the like button to get the visibility up, share, and subscribe. Triple E, good morning to you and Jevan Davis. All right, and then Real Baller said, Unity, no more top lane versus bottom lane crap. Okay, so unity, you think is the one thing stopping Jamaica from making that big leap. Martin said, it should be one Jamaica. Agree, JD. Yes, man, but remember we are doing a structured video, so I want to make sure I passed everything, so at least people can go back to this video and get all the information that I wanted to give out in this one. Osh Poppy said, yeah, man, my phone signal not great. Okay, then we have Cass JM. Cass1 JM, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. Claudia Fletcher, bless up to you and everyone. All right, we have Andrew 55. So up JD, this coach is predictable, always using 4-4-2. That's why I've gone to a more broader base. You see it? The first comment this person put in, which is Andrew, our friend. The first thing he looks on, oh, this coach is predictable. But we have not even talked about anything as yet on the field. Physically on the field as yet. So you see it, a man can gain success, but Andrew won't see it because he's only looking at what they're doing on the field, which is the 4-4-2 system. But what about if he gets everybody available and the next coach comes after the 4 year and use his system? It's his success just the same. You saw life funny. But because you never looked at the entirety of what he came in to do, you literally passed that one. All right? Yes. So respect for the comment, Andrew55. But that's why you need to join the streams early. You get me? Because you fell right into the trap of what we were talking about. All right? So Andrew55 only cares about what the on-field action and the no. Tell you what, if that's what you're looking for, you ain't going to see any success with this coach. It's going to stay further and further away from you. All right. Morning, Mr. Cataract. He said silverware, so cataract don't mean Jamaica any good either. Yes. Claudia said you're right. A lot of things are needed for success. That's why we're going through it. We started with literally what happened with other teams. So clearly, remember, it's not Jamaica alone play. So we have to start with other teams just to show you. All right. Let me make sure to just keep this here, not to make people confused. All right. Yes, not to make people confused. All right. Martin said, I will not be happy with just a database, JD. For me, we need to go to the World Cup with our best players. No problem. I have not said anything, and I'm okay with that. I'm just going through all of the stages and add them to the list. And then we can have that conversation, all right? Yes, Seth. I think that success for Hallgrímsson should be to improve dual national recruitment, which is the database and the scouting network, and local development. After that, he needs to qualify for Jamaica for the Copa America and the World Cup 2026. My goodness. So if he does not complete one of those things, you would not class it as a success. Let me know. Wow, that one is kind of tough. I think if he missed out with one of those things and still complete a lot out of it, it would have been okay. All right, see, let me keep this one right up there because I love that one from Seth. Look at it then. We're going to go through the rest of the things though. So we talked about database and also scouting network. All right, so that's, and he said he's going to work on that. All right, the task at hand to fulfill fulfill what my brother here set ask for. The task at hand to fulfill what set ask for. Look at that then. The task at hand, you have to factor in the difficulty. So the difficulty is that United States, Mexico, Canada won't be participating, but we still have to meet the top three to automatically qualify because it's six automatical qualifiers you have. All right, you will have playoff spots. I think it should be range from 1 to 2. They were debating it. I am not sure if they came to the conclusion. It might come. They might come to the conclusion at some point. I will inform you there. But 6 sure spot and one qualification playoff spot I've already confirmed. They were trying to add the next one to make it 8 spots. So three automatical spots. 3 is already gone, which is United States, Mexico, and Canada. All right, then Jamaica come technically 6th no, not technically. They came 6th in the octagonal. All right, so that would mean Jamaica would have took the final spot. Obviously, you know that the next persons were Costa Rica 4th and Panama 5th. All right, those were the spots. Yes, so people saying 2 playoff spots, so that means they have already clarified the final playoff spot. It was 1, and they said they were working on other issues to sort out 1 more, so they wanted 8. All right, yes. So look at that. So the difficulty at and now you have to tackle Panama team that we just talked about because they are gonna have very good structures. All right, yes, and we have to implement a scouting network and also a database and make sure we get the team in sync. Make sure the in sync meaning chemistry, the right team and everything. That's gonna take maybe these friendlies and also maybe a tournament or 2 to just get the team fluent, just to make sure you have the right set of players them. So just to function on just the quest of the World Cup, you have to get the chemistry going and also the players needed at the time and still have the database so anyone chipped in, you can fulfill them faster. You can plug them in and plug and play them faster. So you need all of that to just compete with teams that have already in sync. Costa Rica, we talked about Costa Rica being old, but you have Contreras, Aguilera, Bennett, what's his name again? What's his name in midfield? And around 3 more individuals synced in their team already. So you have 6 young players already synced in Costa Rica's team, and you have 6 old players coming out, and you have 11 that will be older when the time comes around. So people thought that Costa Rica would have dropped off, but they won't be dropping off as far as what you think. Costa Rica will still be competitive. Maybe Jamaica might not reach a level to beat them in the next 1 or 2 years. And it's not a failure on Hallgrímsson's part not to beat them in the next 1 or 2 years because they are much more primed than Jamaica. And he will be facing these things. So you see that now set just on the part of qualifying for the first automatical 3 spots. You saw how difficult it is because Panama will be coming back. Panama has enough personnel to fulfill that automatical space. So for the personnel that will be dropping out, Quintero and those guys, they are going to be dropping out. I think you have these guys can plug it back in. All right, so these personnel are not going to drop off so far because they have a fully functional system. So Panama, Costa Rica has a fully functional system. Honduras revamped their system. El Salvador revamped their system. They changed their coaches. Both of them changed their coaches from the first time. So that's earlier than us. So the only thing we have to rely on is actual talent to see if we can supersede them now in this immediate conversation. You see the big difference. So we have to make sure we use talent, additional talent to ace needs. So when Mr. Hallgrímsson said that, okay, you have to go out and get the best talents possible and make sure the best talents can fit with it, now you understand because what he's testing now is how the people looked at it. What they want immediate. So you see what type of task he has at hand. All right. So I think qualifying for the Copa, doing well in the Nations League, doing well in the Gold Cup, I think one of them might pass. And I think maybe the Gold Cup, the immediate Gold Cup, might be the one that you don't do well in. Immediately, all right. So I think maybe everything is a stretch to deem as success. All right. Yes, I would consider But let me continue. Let me continue. All right. So the difficulty at and we discussed that. The tools that we have immediate. What are the tools that we have immediate at his disposal? Oh, he has the squad that he had before that Paula left. Right. They have more money. No, I don't know if they have enough money to get all the games that they would like. I'm not sure on that. I'm not going to speculate. But I saw that they're already getting more friendlies. So that is a big plus. Friendlies that they want, not friendlies that will just come to them, but that they want. So that is a plus. He has after he puts in the database and the thing, he will add that to his tools immediately as well. All right. Yes. So I think he has enough to try and get his chemistry down pat faster. All right. And he has enough records on these players. Getting the few matches and maybe what Paula and those guys did. He had those records. So he has a good amount of things to his disposal. I don't know if you guys agree. I think he has a good amount of things to his disposal. So he should be seeing at least some quality. Some quality with a few matches in, some quality. I'm not going to say immediate, some quality with a few matches in. All right, let me continue. I want more than that, really. How he can win the NL and the Nations League and Gold Cup would be a success. Okay, so all right, no problem. But remember, this conversation is about, if he sets in those things, those things will transcend Jamaica's chances to do further things in the future as well. So some of them might not bear fruits immediately. You get me up, Stefan Wright? How you doing, man? After all this time, the JFF didn't have a database of all the possible players eligible to play for Jamaica. But you know that is a fact. That is something that never happened, and I don't think it was set in stone to happen anytime soon. You get me? I think this is the man that actually brought it up to the forefront. All right? Yes. And that's why we have to highlight these things so we can definitely give the man his credit. All right? All right, Mr. United. All right, thanks for being here. Going to the World Cup is a success. So going to the World Cup without getting a full database and everything would still deemed as a success for you, Mr. United, because that would have meant you just came, got the right players them, and get to the World Cup, and then nobody can really repeat anything after. You understand me? Because there's no you said there's no path to repeat it. You get me? And the knowledge is not there, which is important. Sheridan said, I agree with you, JD. All right, nothing less than qualification is failure. All right, Andrew 55. So clearly you're only looking at one thing. So if he qualifies, and don't left nothing else after the 4 years because you never factored in that the guy is not going to spend the entire time. What if he qualifies and everything starts to come his way and he decides that, okay, I had a set amount of time to stay here. I'm going to move on now because I've completed what they want me to do and I've given back some information to the coaches. But we don't put the structure in place, like the actual tactics that took us there, the database that they can plug and play people in, and people would feel more comfortable because he taught us to deal with other personnels coming in the country and everything and what is required, so if he just qualifies, that would be good enough for you. Okay, all right, so if we don't have a database, how do we identify our best players? Word of mouth and YouTube. Word of mouth and YouTube. That's what we used before. All right. Yes. Structure is the first thing needed. Then success will come. All right. So you see it. Sometimes it's our own attitude is a problem, because look at how we approach it. Other teams, not say they tried to fail, but other teams made sure they worked on their system, a structured plan from bottom to top. And when the success comes, it lasts for a longer time rather than just one 1998 World Cup and then we are still struggling 2022 going to 2026. All right. So how much value you put on a proper structure? Let me know how much value you actually put on a proper structure. Not just a system of play on the field, but a proper structure in how you do things. Obviously, we clearly saw that our country, because it's our country, whether or not we're inside it, we have a massive problem in our country of accepting outside personnel, or what we perceived as outside personnel. So we need a database, we need a person to really bring that unity between overseas, because Jamaica have a diaspora that is bigger than what's on the actual island. So and we have that, we can't debate it. We have that problem from 1996. We have that problem, and it's 2022 now. So I think one of the reasons why he got called to this, he brought unity between Iceland. Unity was one of the strongest part of Iceland's success. All right, unity was one of the strongest parts of Iceland's success. So you need a lot more things. I don't just think, I think even to get the success in the first place, it might be deeper and harder to achieve than what you first believe. All right, yes. Success can be easily measured. One, Jamaica Reggae Boyz in the top 50 consistently over 2 years. Win the Gold Cup, qualify for World Cup 2026 and 2030. Okay. My goodness, you don't talk about nothing else what the man should be doing. All right, winning the Gold Cup in the US is unreasonable. Now he's not looking at anything to start a fight and pushed his relevance higher, and that's what he chose every single time. All right, yes. 2 playoff spots, yes, thanks. Success for me, stability, structure, and quality, and qualify for the next World Cup. Well, respect Demo. All right, that seems a little bit more reasonable. Other man, everything we need to qualify for, because if an everything and a nothing. All right. Success would be Jamaican actually completing 10 to 15 passes without losing the ball. Finally, we will see a proper structure and philosophy. 4-4-2, like any other formation, is fluid. All right, you're a coach, so you know exactly why. All right, massive respect for that. Implement a robust scouting network. 5, a system for recruitment, monitoring and integrating of elite players. 6, the change philosophy to team building with elite players as foundation. All right, that part is reasonable, because you start talking about things that he should physically do. Because remember, when you're putting up all of these metrics, it simply means you're going against other personnels, and when you're going against other personnels that are already in sync and they have qualities as well, it's not easy to get over that. So it's just a game. That's a final result. As what he said before. He said, all right, what I'm doing on the training pitch is for me. But the fans will see, the fans will be the test when he comes out on the pitch. Like when you see the team on the pitch, that should be the test for the fans. All right, yes. I understand what you're saying, JD. Copa America may be a bit optimistic, but by World Cup 2026, I feel that Jamaica will be ready to qualify for World Cup. They should be. Last but not least, is to mobilize all stakeholders to come back on board in one national movement. Okay, my God. Cataract, you could have just wait until the call in time. All right. My goodness, the Cataract has like 1 billion. All right. And to be fair, Coach Grimm has already had some level of success in my eyes when he showed he is authority with Andre Blake's situation. He had said that already, so we know that you give him respect of that. And I love the fact that some people can not have this big line of things to make sure that alone determines success. Leader, success must be getting top overseas players to be a part of the team age 20 to 26. Fair enough. All right, but getting them, which would be the scouting network, should not be a problem. All right. Yes. Big up yourself there, Mackenzie. Getting them is not should be a problem, but integrating them with the locals that I don't, the locals, whatever locals that will be in the team, that should be a challenge as well. So that is something that I would want him to see. I want to see how that works out, because it is a problem from 1996 till now. So we want to see if that can fix. And I think if that don't fix, we can't go back to any World Cup, because World Cup 1998 is not the same difficulty as now. Maybe not as this one with 48 teams, but like last World Cup, it's not as easy as that one, due to the fact that more teams has much more quality can go and get, and the rules make it easier for quality players to get to other countries easier. Those things weren't in place, all right, and people were at that time were more than okay to try develop a system and develop things in their country, because communication was not as smooth as now. Obviously, 1998, 96 till 2022 is light years difference of communication. All right, so the world flipped over more than 60 times in that same time span. You get me? So the levels is different. Dan Mackenzie, big up yourself. Mikey Ballin said, JD, how about some Reggae Girlz chat? Team just finished a tour. You realize we have Reggae Girlz in the conversation, Mikey Ballin, so don't bully me. I have a 2-hour program, and I have Reggae Girlz in the conversation. So, and I started talking about Reggae Girlz, but this is a detailed conversation. Mikey Ballin from Calabar. So you should have figured that out long time, sir. All right, let me know if we're getting any lags, guys. Remember, we're working on some things, so we need reports. All right, JD, we need to qualify for the Copa America. If we don't, it would be a failure. I would not be happy. Oh, wow. All right, Wagwan, we are here and live. DNA, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive, massive respect. Guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, share, and hit the like button. All right, only one said up. JD, a good program. I am thankful for the education. Yeah, man, we have to actually approach it, because we don't want it go down the same path again, one, when things not looking great, but things is in the works. You have people jumping up to say that, oh, he's not doing good, let me push him out, and use propaganda to get out a good manager. Maybe, but true things don't come through instant. So we have to always give that different sides to conversations. You get me? Because I realize that a lot of us in Jamaica only deal with face value. You get me? That's why people can trick us easier. So I have to present it and show that we can look at things different as well. So don't just rush to judgment. All right? Yes, that because we want to leave these videos of these bagawar. We want to have those educational videos, you know? So when I do touch this video, it feels like, oh, I'm reporting on Canada as well. You understand me? Yes. All right, set the foundation for qualifying beyond 2026 is almost a guarantee. What happens after that? All right. So that's what I've said, leader. Why is Craig Butler back in Jamaica so quiet? Mr. United, I don't know. And to be honest, I don't care, because Mr. Craig Butler is not Jamaica. Or what we are dealing with, he has no impact on that side. So I don't care about that, and I prefer to just speak on Jamaica, which is the entire Jamaica, and something that looks like a good thing, and the Reggae Girlz that is actually a good thing. If Mikey Ballin was actually listening, I talk highly of the Reggae Girlz when every Jamaican battering them, because of the same stigma that we have in Jamaica, which is we only look at face value thing. Because the girls them lost all the games, I was the only one turning up and said I am okay with it, because I'm looking at some technical things improving. So imagine the man that they said is always negative about Jamaica is the only man that was okay with even the losses, because they were doing things that I never saw them did before. And remember, it's a task at hand, which is the World Cup, not the actual Cup of Australia. So you want to try to win the Australia Cup and can't turn up for the World Cup? Really? Damn. Remember, one game you win at Australia Cup, you know, the World Cup, might be over 25,000 US dollars per game, you know. I don't think you actually get that same money to win the actual Australian Cup. You see your life funny. So they are prepping for something, and you're just looking at the face value and not looking at the deeper things, what's required to gain success in the longer haul. That's why I think this video was important to do, because I'm watching you guys and I'm judging your reaction to things. JD, you are making a big mistake. Hallgrímsson is the head coach and not the technical director. This is unlike Simos. A head coach is responsible for results. All right, but when they started the program, Cataract, sometimes they just try to look argument more than anything else. The guy get a job to set systems in place to take care of all football in the country. That's what the job was, to make sure he teach coaches, to make sure he sets the grassroots in play, and to make sure he gives advice from youth 17 up to straight to the national team. So tell me now, what mistake I made? That is not everything for Jamaica's football. Please, guys, answer Cataract. That is not everything for Jamaica's football. Okay, regardless of who else should be doing it. Well, I guess if he does his job, he will take the technical director's job as well, Cataract. Wow. Wow. Oh my days. This dude. Jeremy Miller, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Humble One says, structure is very essential. We don't want to just qualify for a World Cup, then go right back to square one after, like what happened in 1990. And we should be, guys, I'm telling you, structure is very much important. You know why structure is very much important? In which we're going to talk about later on the Imaxit channel. In 4 minutes time, Panama qualified for 2 World Cups. 4 minutes apart. 2 World Cups. Ladies and youth 17s. Alright? And Jamaica qualified for ladies, yes. But they failed in U17. Yeah, they failed in U20s. You understand me? So if we don't have a structure, or if you had a structure from before, these youth would have known their roles before, which is important. You understand me? And that's the reason for structure. So I don't care if it's the technical director putting in the structure or the coach putting in the structure. Guys, let me tell you this. Don't be fooled by Cataract. You see, once I oppose to what he's saying, he will say that I gotten bought out. Let me tell you this, guys. It doesn't matter what a technical role is. It's what you signed on a damn paper. And he signed to do these things. So that is actually his job. It's what you signed on a paper. Look, guys, you can have a manager at a company. And they signed you for a job and said, Jason, you have to deal with 8 people on the line. Then you have to complete your job and everything and give it a paper and you sign on it. That's your job. It simply means it's your job. So it doesn't matter what, because the manager should deal with the 8 guys on the line. No, he puts that out as a job and said, tell you what, JC, you want this job? And JC took the job. You get me? So it's his job, and they literally outlined the job for the personnel. So I think Cataract's clutching at straws there. I have to call him out. He's clutching at unnecessary straws there. All right. I want to see the alternative to names like Antonio and Pinnock. Sose, CL, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. What does qualifying for World Cup have to do with my relevance? If you noted, I gave my 10 points. You could have just waited until the time for you to call in. Then they give you 60,000 points, you know? Yes. But I'm just tackling it, all right? All right, Drea, how you doing, man? Hope all is well with you and the family. Youth instauration upliftment. If Jamaica beat Mexico in the upcoming game, that would be a great start for Jamaica. All right? Yes, that would be a great start. Cataract for president. Damien for McGregor. Massive respect. Thanks very much for being here. All right? Let me know if I'm getting any logs at any point, guys. All right? Copa America qualifying. World Cup qualifying. And leaving a system that works while fostering development. Okay. Nice. All right. All right. Okay. Cataract on point today. No, I don't think he's on point. He's not on point. Just listen to what he's saying. It's controversial. You're just not seeing it. All right. System running. Glitch free at the moment. Yeah, man, that's perfect. Because we have 2 systems. One for Imaxit and Imaxit as well. All right. Wayne Evans, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Your show is good. No login. No, I'm taking reports. Just like how Hallgrímsson have to take reports as well. It would have been so awesome to see something like this when Tapa was coach. what the expectations of success were and things. Now we have now we have this coach. We can't just cuss for no reason, and that's what I'm trying to cancel out. But Demo, some man will still find ways to cuss, and that's why we are trying to cancel out them mans there. We're just gonna make up one bag of nice and try to lead people down a wrong path. That's why we're doing it. JD, the saddest part of this conversation is that the rest of the football world is not having it. Still stuck in 1998. Hallgrímsson to rescue. All right. JD, Panama woman team qualify for the World Cup. So easy 3 point for the Reggae Girlz in the group. I don't think you watched the Panama team to say that it's going to be easy 3 points. And I want you not to watch. I want you to watch the Panama team now and look at them in the qualifiers. Oh, but they were compared to now. All right, and see the drastical improvement. Remember, they are playing a team, that beat us, they're playing. Look at this, Island card. They're playing a team, that beat us, and we try to change our system, to get some success. That is the big difference, They are playing a team that beat us. And we are trying to change our system. We are not sure if we have reached that level as yet. You see the big difference? Island card? Yes. So let me be realistic, all right? Panama will not be a walkover. I am very sorry. Panama will not be a walkover for Jamaica. I'm very sorry. It's not going to. It's going to be very, very hard. I wonder if people realize that the girls played Australia a World Cup squad at full strength, and we still put in a good performance. Yeah, I think people, what is it? Like up the stream, 94 watching and 52 likes. Thanks for the 50 likes. And if you want to put up the rest on it, it's good. Let me try aim for 200 if it's possible. I know it's early morning, so a lot of you guys might not be up. But if you're watching the video and want to put your comments, whilst putting your comment, drop a like as well and drop a subscription as well. Get us to 4,000. Because clearly this is the more Jamaican-centric channel, but it's not growing as fast as my international channel. All right? Yes. Panama done well. Yes, they did. Head coach and technical team should work hand in hand for what the head coach is trying to implement for the task at hand. 100%. Triple E. 100%. Some man's just a look war. All right. All right. Javan says, JD, I think Jamaica should make it to the Copa America if the JFF put on the camp before the Nations League match. All right. It should give the coach time to build a team that can pass the ball and or as a unit. Okay. Javan, I don't think football work like that, bro. I think that is too fast, all right? I think, Javan, that's a little bit too fast. All right? Yes. He might not have might not have the title of the TD, but he's playing the role and more. And that's what they've signed him for. All right? JD, company without structure, bound to fail. Yes. All right? Yes, I'm not going to argue with you, Cataract, because I've listened to what you have said, and I've said you're wrong. Because it's all down to what you're signed for in life. All right? And I've used a perfect example, and you still can't. You should know when you said something wrong, Cataract. All right? Jesus, God, man. Just finish, man, Cataract. All right? My God, man. Cataract Donzel still using any... Okay. You see, that's what happens sometimes. That's what happens sometimes. We use cataract behavior and anger to keep this fuel running over and over when it's not necessary sometimes. Because what he said just a while ago makes no sense. All right, straight up. It makes no sense in the conversation of if the coach signed for something and he should be doing his damn job that he signed for. That is just reality. And you guys jumping down the bits of what Cataract saying. It makes no sense. There, and I have to call him out because he's the one that keeps running the people down the wrong side as well. Call him out, man. Yes, man. But he's doing his best bit to call in to have an argument. That's what he's doing because that's how he gets his kicks, The same the same Paraguay that beat Jamaica, they beat. but easy 3 points for the girls. You see what I'm saying? Africans, they set so much high standards. It's unbelievable. Yes, it's unbelievable. Let me just take the data and show that you. I think sometimes we are too harsh. Let me know if you guys agree. I'm finding out that we're too harsh sometimes, you know. You get me? Because we're not checking things and we're just saying, all right, if you're great, that's what you should do. You know, six of the Panama ladies have Jamaican heritage. Okay, okay. That really don't mean much, you know. They're not playing for Jamaica still, you know. Long time comment, JD. Okay, okay, yes. But I'm trying to tell you that what he said just a while ago about the TD is just looking at argument to come and just start a war, mash up the entire stream for no reason. All right, yes. Last time Jamaica played Panama, we beat them 3-1. But Danica Knight, I've given you some actual information, Danica. The last time you played them don't mean not much to what they're doing now. Because I've admitted that they're poor to me in the qualifiers. But what I saw from them, they look much better. They're beating teams that beat us. You get me? And not just beat us. They looked good doing it as well. They never looked out of play. So I just wanted to pass that to you, Danica. So I don't know if that means something to you. Because what that does now is to help you to know that the team step up. So if the team beat Jamaica, it's not like Jamaica is a failure. It's just maybe one person's progression is a little bit more speedier than the next. You understand me? That's why we always go around and collect the data so we don't make false claim. You get me? JD, what Grimston has done is provide a strategic plan with primary and secondary objectives. Primary is to qualify for a World Cup, and everything else is secondary. Right, if that is fair, but I would still want some of those secondary things to make sure it's on the cards, because I don't just want a World Cup and then you fly out and then we go back to the same madness of hiring some madman and cause some bag of problem in the thing, you know. Devon, big up yourself, man. Hope all is well with you and the family. Richard Cook said, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the content crack. No crack, all right? You're right, Panama was poor in the World Cup qualifiers, and they have improved a lot in that time, and they beat Paraguay, but Jamaica is better than Panama. And we have, and they have world-class players. And they have Paraguay, but Jamaica is better than Panama, and we have world-class players to beat up Panama. Okay, no problem. I'm just trying to make sure I don't sell you a wrong pill. So if we meet Panama, we don't beat them, you don't bash the girls them. That's all I'm saying. You get me? Because sometimes we don't track the progress of anyone else, but we just said that we should be winning it. Just coming from an early morning training, okay? With the youth 15 team. All right, that's great. That's great. That's great. Keep it up, man. All right, all right. Fire Mr. Speed and Ayahu question. I honestly think Mr. Speed is doing the best with the little he has. I think that is up for grabs. You never may know. The problem is with we in Jamaica. What we do a lot is try to make sure we don't have much options, and then we overpraise the option that we choose. So are the one that we choose. All right, because sometimes we don't have the option. We don't select the pool. So like outer sight, outer mind. So I am not 100% that Speed is doing the best. You understand me? Because I saw things that could have done way better. I give him his respect, which he knows that. Give him his respect when he deserves it. But I'm not 100% sure if he's doing the best. All right. I saw things that he did good and things that could have done better. That is under his portfolio, you know. Yes, JD is so wrong. What is the contract of when Cataract? I'm not going to argue with you, all right, and you can just finish, because I'm not going to even entertain a conversation with you, because I know it's going to spoil the entire video from this point, because you're going to stay for 20 hours saying something that is wrong. I have worked in places and I've met a million people in reality world that works. And you sign any contract you sign to, that's what you should do. I can't believe I be out here arguing with a man about a contract. If you sign people, you can't just educate cataract for 1 minute. If you sign something in life, that is what you're obligated to do. And them clearly tell you what is in the dealings. So if the man a tell you what him a do now, how can me be wrong? What is wrong with the cataract? You make argument for everything. Even things when don't make no sense. Because this way you argue don't make no sense. Because it's no other way. You're looking away to fight with the JFF on a video and make yourself more relevant than the actual video in Jamaica. You're one of them when I like Jamaica either, and I have to call you out, you know. Just make the thing focus on Jamaica, man. Jesus, God, man. And stop with yourself, man. Too much of yourself, man. My God, man. JD, I've passed history with Downswell. Never pick our goalkeeper for the U20. Sorry about that, man. But me have to burn out the one cataract, man. I'm tired of him behavior, man. The man them too about themselves. I've said something. I clearly clarified what I've said. Reality world. And you come here with a bag of madness, brother. Just stop, man. Just stop, man. I heard Manny's man guaranteed that Damar Gray is going to play for Jamaica. Any knowledge of that, JD? I don't know. I don't know. He might have more knowledge on that than me. You understand me? And that's not a big deal, you know, because we need more than one people to actually do the job. You know, Africans, Canada is not good in women's football, and they have lost to USA once again by 2-0. Island card. So what standard you use to say Canada is not good in football? That's football for you. 1 plus 1 is not always 2. You can smash every team you meet, but get smashed by a team every. Yes, that is true. That is true. But I'm just saying that if the team turn up and win against Jamaica, we should not be here bashing the girls then, because I've realized that too much bashing sometimes it is not necessary. Sometimes you get me. So that's why I tried to approach the video today. And then the main basher, him create a way in a different world for have to bash, because we realize I saw him stay, which is cataract. Him not have nothing else for say more than just want to war. You know, JD, I'm sorry. JD, I'm sorry for the late, but I'm Asian. But the Asian team is in the building. Yeah, man, no problem. But later we are going to be doing a stream. You know, we are going to be doing a stream over the Imaxit channel. So make sure to stay. You can check in over there, no problem. Over here will be a little bit more war, because you have some people like Cataract and those people that really spoil all videos. You get me? Yes. Hold your composure, bro. Show has been good so far. Yes, man. That's all he does, man. I've literally outlined what I meant, and he still tried to find a different way to say that I'm wrong, bruh. If you're so right, man, you know everything. Why not have a job? In the JFF, they're fighting against you. Tell me now, they're fighting against you. Good Lord, man. JD, big up. Yeah, man, I'm not reading the next part. You know, can't stand the dude, man. Enough, man. Too much. You know. JD, who would have thought a Concacaf would have 6 teams? We are going to discuss that later, Danica. So make sure you join us later in the actual conversation, you know? Yes, big up, big up, big up, big up. All right, JD, I'm just trolling Africans. All right, yeah, man. All right, so let me move on, guys, because we're trying to just get something done, and it doesn't matter what it has to turn into some argument. All right, let me call a few people that want to give their take on this conversation. Yes, and the only one I won't want to have a conversation with is Cataract. All right, yes, can't stand the brother, man. Too much war, man. You can't get up in a good day and say you just want to love people, you know. Want to worry with everything, man. You know everything. All right, let me call this brother and hear him off the signal. All right, and thanks to everyone that passed through. I'm trying to clean up this damn type of videos so I can give you the best quality video. Just like how I'm happy with the other videos, I want to be happy over here as well. All right. Yes. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? I saw you have some comments in the chat. What you want to add to this thing? What should be the standard? What should be what we are looking for? All right. Anyone call the phone? Okay. I will call you back right after. What say, big boss?
Okay. Yeah, man. Morning again.
Morning,
afternoon
morning.
we are. Anyway, quick thing is that Cataract made a statement that we all not even looking at that is so factual. He's not the technical director,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And that is significant. So all he's here to do, is to work with the senior team, right? And get the senior team to qualify. That's his mandate. He's not
No,
here
but that's
to
not. No, 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 no. That's what I'm saying. That's what you normally would say. But when Mr. Speed talked to me on my own channel, he said to me, "This is what we want, a outline plan, and this is what he signed for. It's on YouTube."
yeah. Yeah, I
So
understand also that he's supposed to assist. One of the reasons why they took him to is
yes,
there he's supposed to assist with the development to an extent, right? Like with the coaching, helping the coaches read the license and so on. That is one
yes,
of the aspects
and
he's
he
there
should left a
to give
system.
on.
He should help develop the youth system. That's why he has a team. That's why they sign everything. So that's what he said. So he
Well,
sold us that. So I
well,
am expecting more
well,
than just
well.
coaching the
When we
national
say the
team.
youth system, I know his assistant is directly connected to the under 20 because the under 20 is going to be a direct, you know, direct pipeline to his program. Because if you listen, he mentioned that when you look at the last World Cup, the majority of the players were in the 20s, so on. So I'll understand why he's going to look at the under 20s. So that's why his
Yeah, but
assistant
but
is
but
the head
but
coach
but
for the.
but leader, Kacharak was absolutely wrong. And leader, that's what I'm clearing up. In life, if I give you a work tomorrow, leader, regardless of what the technical regardless of what the technical director role is. If I give you a job and say, leader, from the YouTube channel, what I want you to do, I want you to do videos and I want you to actually write up the videos as well. But really and truly, I employed you as a YouTuber, but that is what I have in the contract. But you should just be doing YouTube videos. But I signed that, so you not have to do what me just said. But that you signed for leader.
Well, well, that is true. No, that is true.
So
They
that's how
stand
me argue with a
that
brother,
it, no,
But him just want look a
no,
war.
that is true also. But the question is going to be because okay, let me just give a quick example. They just concluded under 17. Are you aware that the head coach never invited Coach Grims to have a look at the team at any point? Did you know
Okay,
that?
okay. If I don't know that, but I don't really care. You understand
Well,
me?
I do know.
Okay, I don't really care. But the problem is, I'm just defending the point of if them say so that it simply means the JFF not doing their job then because they said he should be a part of all of them. And
Well, let us assume
mhm.
that because that one started before and everything coming up from here on, I know the under 20 for a fact is going to be directly connected to him. But what about the under 17, which is basically what they're starting off in March in the States, right? And going further. That team is this they're going to say it's under 15. What type of is he going to have any formal role with it at all? That's what I'm just
But
saying,
you must
right?
big boss because remember they said you look a database the database will only have one player when he said he's going to have players for few early from early that can capable play for Jamaica from very early to later stage, so you don't realize that it's way more than the actual final report which would have been the actual Reggae Boys. So everything
Well,
he's saying on a broader base, and you are singling it down to just the Reggae Boys, and then maybe potentially the U20. Are you saying that
well,
what Mr.
mhm.
Speedham said is completely wrong then? Because that's what you're saying, yeah?
No, it's not, The only look here. Okay, let me just go over everything right now. The thing is, we have a technical director in Wendell Downside. Are we going to be basically duplicating his role? And then why have him then at all? Is he going to just be collecting a salary? That
Um.
is going to be his input. That's the first thing. The next thing is what is also happening here now
Mhm.
is that we are basically going to be having three coaches, a head coach, under 20 coach, and a potential under 15 slash under 17 coach because the current, I don't know if everybody understands that people have been asking about the under 15 coach. You realize it's an overseas coach now. They're almost going fully overseas for all of the head coaches.
Yeah, they said that leader, but like how they said that the coach would be doing all of these things, and you are saying something different. So, hope when you say this now, you don't come and change
No,
them out next month.
If you know the under 20, they have already announced that it's John Wall
Okay,
is going to be head
yes,
coach.
okay.
The under
Yes. Okay, someone taking away on the call.
no man,
Oh,
here, hello?
yes, you're back, you're
Hello?
back.
Okay, no, what I'm saying now, yeah man, what I'm saying is that what has been not been announced as yet is the person who is going to be the head coach for the under 15s,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to transition to under 17.
Okay.
And that's a coach. He is an overseas coach. He has already been taking part in the process of selection of the overseas and assisting with the overseas camps, that sort of thing. He's already actively involved. So it's just for the actual announcement, but I understand that it's going to be in place. Because one of the prerequisites for the last under 17 coach was that qualification was a must. So from what I understand might be happening is that of the one qualification has not been named. So if the thing was for you to keep your job was to qualify, and then you're not qualifying, I think I don't know. They might be shuffling Maran Garden around. I don't know where, but that's another issue because he's still the senior assistant coach. You know,
So leader, what we would like then? I don't know what would be good for the fans because people getting more confused. So when we first talk to you're saying completely different, because this is not even what they are saying. You're saying the opposite of what they are literally saying out of their own mouth. Because even what the coach came here and said out of his own mouth, you're not saying. So, because what he's saying
what's that?
matched up with what they told us from day one, that he's going to have a
What's
much more
that?
different role, which is like he's trying to build a embodiment of the coaching, both and because remember in the
Did
John
not I
Wall,
mention the coaching?
John Wall is his team. So don't just take Al Grimson by himself. It's the entire team. All right. So anything John Wall doing, it's him doing it basically. All right. Would you agree on that? Because that's how they signed them, right?
Yes,
All right. So
yes.
they will try to upgrade the coaching right around the country because obviously if they upgrade the toughest level, they can trickle it down because they said that they have a coaching tree, which is responsible by Mr. Speed and those guys. So if the higher level gets it, it's gonna pass down. So that is one of the ways they can improve the grassroots and directly look at.
Question, JD. Did you know that they have had a session already where they have invited the coaches from the Premier League and the Tier 2, and
Yes,
the
I heard about it.
attendance was poor, was very, very poor.
Yes, I heard about it. So, what's I didn't want to switch the conversation, but what's causing that? What's causing that? Is it that people not buying into it, or people weren't
No,
informed?
I think that is one of the problems going to have is that a lot of the coaches are going to probably feel that they know it already. And that's one of the
Okay.
problems why, we in Jamaica here, we're not progressing as we should. So it's one thing to say, okay, he has a mandate to update and to push to get the coaching up because he can assist us there. But how are we going to get some of these very stubborn people from some of these clubs who feel that, oh, this person can't really teach us anything much, right? That they know it already, right? To get them to actually partake. That's one thing. The next thing, the best part for me is that his role to compile a database is basically going to be duplicating everything the TD does, because to put a database together, that is the technical director's role, Mr. Downsell. So
So,
what has been happening with Mr. Downsell all of these
so
years?
why
Why
are
has
you
all of these
arguing a
things not been
point?
in place?
So leader, now that I've just said to you, because the man is sign on for do these things. So why can you accept one part and then you don't accept the next part? That's why I said don't listen to Cataract because it makes no sense. Because that me just a tell you. So but him accept to one part, but any side where him can't war with the JFF, that is when him pick. So really and truly him sense leave him body cataract when him ready for just talk about the JFF because him agreed to the database part, not knowing that other people should have the database and the coach have it. But him sign up for the job there from day one lead, and that me I try to tell you. That me I try to tell you. But you agree to that now. So then the technical director should have done anything, everything then. So why you
Well,
accept him to do certain things and then if him not do other things at the technical director for do it? No, if for the technical director job, a theme job, but that way Mr. Speed them it set him for come in come do. And that them it
no,
tell we
I
you know.
agree, But look here, you know what, JD? One of the little issues I have here now is that basically we have basically hired we have two technical directors working there. Because when you think about it, even though the coaching, that's technical director's role also, you know. So all of these things, yes, he's here to do it, and I will agree, yes, and that is a fact. That is a fact that he's here because that's one of the reasons why they needed to choose him over certain other
Over
candidates.
Parlal. Over
Because
Parlal.
right, certain other candidates, because he would be able to assist us like that. Okay, okay, but for me, what what is the role for the the other person, the person who is actually in that
Yeah,
technical director's job?
why are we even worried about that? Like, so then what you just wanted him to come in, and his job is to qualify the team for the World Cup. But remember, he's gonna
No,
be here for
that is
4 years.
most of them. To be honest, look here. He's the first coach we have had since Simoes. And not even no, I think De Oliveira might have also been a TD because most of the coaches we have had have been just straight coaches, not technical directors.
I think he's the second one after Simors. He gets more because Schaefer was asking for all of these things.
You know, Schaefer was basically coach. His thing was him not to develop anything and all of that. Even though
And he
he
wanted that
was
because that's what he said would have brought success. What he wanted to do,
yes,
which is
because
implement some things.
he was there active, watching out, going through the junior programs, watching. I remember, I can give you a quick example. That's something that I saw with Schaefer. Schaefer went to under 15 finals. Captain Bird, I remember the helicopter brought him there and everything. And there were some players, a team that was chosen, under 15 team that was chosen to go to Cayman. And he noticed a player playing in the finals that wasn't a part of the team. And he queried the coach and asked the coach, how come that player can't make that under 15 team? And he's clearly superior to everybody else. But because he was not like technical director, he didn't have any role. He could only question it, but he couldn't insist or push to say, get that player inserted in there. And that player, I won't call the name of the player, because that player later turned out to be went all up the senior ranks and so on, and way superior to all the others that were there. So it's obvious that the coach knew what he saw at the time. You know, but he didn't have the power. He was only head coach at the senior team. He could not tell this coach who was under 15 that, look here, I need this player to be in there. He didn't have that. So we're going to assume that Coach Grimm now can, as we see in the case of Whisper being brought in, right? You know, he can, Andre Blake being pushed out by the JFF and he bringing him back, that he has actually powers of the technical director. He's not just an ordinary coach like most of the others that have come. He actually has a lot to say, right? Which is different. But for me, I might step on some people's con. I don't think we need to pay somebody else than if we have him here. Or if we're going to have somebody have a younger person overseeing that technical director role to eventually take over.
Yeah, but
You
we
know?
agree. I would agree on that side, and I would agree on that side, but we just wanted to pass this part where what we should expect from him, because that's what people thought, that he should be just here to qualify and those stuffs. And I'm saying, but I did a video talking to Mr. Speedem that actually said he wrote up his contract. These are the persons that hired the man, telling them what they hired him for. Yes, they said World Cup is the main thing, but all of the other things them where other
It's
coaches
bigger
never
than
give
that.
them, that them want. So that was iron the totem pole. Why they hired him, but it looks like everyone glossed over that. So when I'm here talking about it now, Mr. Warboat, him just clutch onto one, but he never listen to what them do in the contract. So the contract is for him do more than that. More him need to make Jamaica stable. And
Yeah.
that is why I'm so happy, because that's what I expected. So I'm not here to say that, qualify for 2026. 2026 might be the easiest one to qualify for, right? Which I
It
think
is.
that is true. That is true.
It,
It might
it
not
was happening
physically be
after.
easiest. No, it is the easiest, because before it was less
Technically, it's the
teams.
easiest we have
Yes,
ever had. I
yes.
think
So
every time, because remember, you're going to have the three teams that would have pushed ahead of you are not there. Then you have three spaces plus you have two other spaces.
mhm.
So it can't get easier than that.
Yes,
You
so
understand? Two and
it
a
is
half
the
spaces.
easiest.
You can't get it easier than that. There's never going to be another one that is going to be easier than this one. And
So
if we can't make it to that, This one, I would just say pack it up. Just
Yeah, but
participate
look at
after
that
that.
then. But if we just make it to that one, when we are saying it should be the easiest one, we're gonna
So what
glorify
happens
that and then
after?
can't repeat it again. You understand me? You see the difference. That's why this conversation is important, because we don't want to just make it the one time when it's the easiest time. We want to make it more than
That,
once. You get me?
that's why where I said that we need to see who he brings in, the top quality players that at age 20 going up to 26, so that we know that
Yeah,
okay,
but
we have a base that when
mm-hmm.
after 26, if he doesn't resign, we have a nice, good, solid base. I want to see that Mason Greenwood be influenced to come in. I want to see other players who don't have anything hanging over their heads to be inspired to say, just like players who chose Morocco and so on, who said, look here, this is a nice alternative. Jamaica is an alternative, an easy alternative for me to play international football than say England or Italy, wherever they are. Because we have Jamaicans all over. People keep talking about England alone. We have them all over the world. We
Yeah,
have them
but
in
the reason
Sweden
why people
all
talk
over.
about England, Big Boss, is because of what England has at this point, which is the much more personnels that can suit our need right now, immediate. I don't think the same level
Then
of kids
in a
in
cluster,
England as Costa Rica and America. You understand me?
that's true, but that's in a cluster. But if you look at it, look here, we have players probably in certain positions. I think in Sweden, there's a certain player there that might be superior to most of them that we might have in England at that position.
In
You
Sweden,
understand? So it just depends. Yes.
in what
Yes, in
position?
Sweden.
Because any position in name in Sweden, we can name a player in England, but obviously maybe someone is not realistic, but they are still Jamaican heritage. That is higher than the one in
Oh, oh,
Sweden.
oh, oh.
But
No,
but it's
no.
not
When I say
realistic to call
realistic,
him
I'm
now,
talking
you know?
realistic. I'm
Okay,
talking
okay, okay.
realistic. Realistic,
Okay.
realistic,
Fair enough, fair enough.
realistic. And there are some that, but that is the other thing too.
Chris
We
Smith,
want to
Chris
see
Smith,
if
I
we
think you
can
guys lost what I was saying, I'm not saying it's a easy it's a easy way to it's a easy qualification. I'm not saying Jamaica is going to qualify easy. I'm saying it's easier than the previous ones because you have 48 teams instead of 32. You understand me? That's the
plus we have the
difference.
three big
And
guns
the
not
three
there.
big guns are out the way. So if you that simply means it is the easiest way to qualify, the easiest ever way to qualify, because the three best
Uh,
teams them are at least the two best teams from forever out of it.
JD,
We never
look
said
at it this
Jamaica gonna
way. Let me
qualify.
make it simple for them. JD, if this year, right, was 2026, right? Well, not this year, but last year when we had a qualification, if it was how they finish, basically
No,
was like
Jamaica
what
would
is
have
going to be
qualified.
26, we would have been there, we would have gone, we would have qualified. Based on the position that we would have finished, we would have qualified. That's
And
basically it.
they had a terrible thing, terrible tournament, but they would have
Right.
qualified. So that
But
that's
they would
that's
have
what we are
qualified.
talking
So that
about.
make it simple for them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So respect Big Boss. Me know all the time. Me know it's
Yeah,
an
man.
early morning show, so we link
Okay.
up, yeah?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Okay.
Respect
Right
Boss
on.
it, yeah. All right, let me go to the comment section, guys, and then we have to chop up a little on the girls' side as well, all right? Because we don't want this to turn into an unnecessary war video. You know that once it prolonged too long, it will turn into a war video. So let me go to the comment section. A lot of comments. Thanks very much for everyone that showed up. Make sure to smash the like button as you come in. Get us to 200 likes if you can. If you can't, no problem. It's still okay. All right. The Reggae Girls need to put their act together. Several players make the same mistakes. All right. Schools 156. Cataract now improve no algorithm for my show them. Me no need nobody to improve my show them. Nobody at all. And me come here by myself and make algorithm for the entire category. So I don't know. I don't know how Cataract can improve my show. It makes no sense. Dear me and for McGregor, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Windell does Karoom, it does not have to be an argument, none at all. Karoom, you get me? It doesn't matter what his description is. I'm just saying once you sign an next person and that person accept it, that's it. You get me? That's it. That's all I'm saying. Spade said on this channel that the coach will have a say in all of our national team. He signed for these things, but he doesn't have the title of the TD. Go back and watch the video. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to argue with Cataract because Cataract just trying to argue a point, which I'm not even what I'm saying. I've never heard a man arguing something that I've never even said. You get me? Communication is communications a kill we. Yes, I think so. I think so. Ego mash you up. I think so. You remember when I pull back this video and hear what I've said at the start. All right, man, as fan of mine, man, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All JD, all those are secondary objective. You can look at the period of his contract. Most structural development will not be finished within 4 years. That's why we talked about that as well. Stefan, you look like you joined the stream late. You look like you joined the stream late. Now that's why we are holding the conversation. That's why we're holding the conversation here, because we know that that's why we say we want, if he's gonna leave, because the first statement he made, it looks like he would look at other places as well. So I'm saying if he's gonna leave, at least we know that we can cancel out certain things. We can cancel out because look, guys, we have to be smart, Look at it. They're coaching local guys. They're coaching local guys. Every single chance they do get, I'm very sorry, it's not going to keep on being a repeat of overseas people. They are trying to make sure they can get the local guys them to a level at one point so they can hire one of them one time because it's going to be cheaper. You understand me? And maybe the rest of the money that they would have hired somebody in that period can go to pay off some of their debts. All right, so maybe that's the reason why they keep on trying to have persons under study the actual main personnel and have all of the things them in place, so people might have a better succession rate of repeating the process with paying less, because some of these coaches came in and they get 250 million Jamaican dollars for a limited time. You understand me? 100 million Jamaican dollars when you could have actually give one of the for instance, you guys all know about Tapper money and all of those things, and I thought that Tapper was high profile because he was a World Cup winner. He was a World Cup winner, World Cup qualifier, and he's a Jamaican as well. All right, so that's what I think in the end. That's what I think in the end. All right, that's what I think in the end. That they would want to do every so often, so they could use money for different things, which is not illegal, but I wouldn't be happy with that, But I'm saying that's why they are putting people in place to say that they have the experience so they can sell it to the people, the public in the future. That might be the next 4 years, but remember that I've said it, all right? Remember that I've said it. Just watch. Remember, click me here. Keep it in your phone. Remember that I've said it, all right? That's why they're forcing people to be under studies right now. JD, because the local coaches never accept overseas coaches, all right? All right. When Grim leave Jamaica, he's gonna be bald. No, I don't think so. If he has everything, Raymundo, how you doing, man? Panama going to the World Cup. Yes, we talked about it. We have a show set up for later to talk on it as well. All right. Yes. So let me just go straight through it. Through this comment, so we don't have the whole show. Sorry about if I missed your comment, guys. Just put it back here. It's because Leader was actually on the phone, so that's why. All right. El Padrino, big of yourself. Kevin says rubbish Leader talking. Just put what he's saying behind it. All right, JD. These Central American players are not easy. Our local players can't beat it. So when did I say something like that, Chris Smith? When did I even utter something like that? You never heard nothing what I've said, Chris Smith, because I've never said nothing like that, I've simply said, last year World Cup was easier to qualify than this 2026 World Cup coming, because you have way more teams, and not just way more teams, you have automatical qualifiers that you won't have to face. Obviously, the task will not be Jamaica is the big gun, because Jamaica never came forth to say that they would be the big gun. I would say Costa Rica would have still be the big gun. You get me? So I never said that, Chris, man. You keep, I don't know. It's like these people in the Jamaican category mad you so bad. Even things that I'm not saying, Chris, you're saying. That's why I just give up, you know. That's why I just give up, you know. All right. Big up yourself, Warren. Hope all is well. All right. McGregor said sometimes we in the public we don't want to hear in the public domain. Okay, so sometimes things like things that should not be coming out. Okay, oh, fair enough. Who is the football player from Sweden, JD? I don't know, but I know. I knew that we had players in every single position that play in England that is better than anybody that we're gonna take out of Sweden. Anybody. All right, unless it's Zlatan. You understand me? Yes, that's all I'm saying. And I still believe that some players know better than Zlatan that you can get in England to play for Jamaica. You know? And don't misconstrue it again and say Zlatan of oh, I'm talking Zlatan today. All right? Yes, that's what I'm talking. Because like once you say something, there is no context to it. So people will war. My God. Boss Thomas said, by the next 4 years, JD will have all the experience to get the job done. Okay. No, I am not on their list. When you show on a beg like boss, okay. God bless you. All right, thank you. I've said what I said. Maybe it's one of his fake accounts. JD, you're correct. The probability is higher. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's all I'm saying, you know. But people like war. You know, people like war. No, man. But I'm saying, Christmas, sometimes you don't need for even a respond to those things. It's like the man them give you PTSD. You get me? Like the man them give you PTSD from watching these videos, and you and them a war every time. You get me? Because I've not said, I've not said Jamaica will have it easy. I've never said that. I'm never one of those individuals. So, anyways, guys, let me move on to uh, all right. Not even JT can't make it. Damn, JT, man's say you're in a bush league. All right. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to tell you guys, so you have to be prepared for these things. That's why they are forcefully putting other people um on the main list. So what we're gonna do, guys, you can call in on the Reggae Girlz and the Reggae Boyz topic that we have actually discussed so far. We are only going to stop it at we are only going to push it maximum 2 hours. That's it, because we're gonna come back in 2 hours to talk 80 and Panama. Because they have done things that we wanted to do, and we did it in the girls' football. That is 100% fact. But we want we want to talk on their success a little bit more, you know? Yeah, because we have to show everybody their respect. All right? Kai, don't put me in the same statement with some man, man. I want you, man. Yeah, JD, a leader try sell. Okay. Kai, don't put me in a statement. That make him feel like him a somebody special. You know? Don't put him in no statement with me, man. If you bless me up on my show, you bless me up on my show. If you want to show him, be like next show, man. I want to, man. Fool that man. Um, anyways, guys. So we had some games played for the Reggae Girls, which I think you guys all need to look and support them. I would buy my jersey. I don't know why this. I am not taking in the call for Cataract. We had said that. Let me open the Discord. So if Jason them want to join, because I'm not gonna talk to that brother, you know. Big up Kai. Big up Kai. All right. I will open the Discord. So people, the description is in the Discord is in the description. You can join it if you want. All right, yeah, man. You don't have to put. Kai, don't make me block you for the show in the Kai. Me tell you already. Don't. You not gonna force me show for be where you want it to be in the people. That me make you know, you know. All right, yeah, man. JD, leader try sell a baller from Sweden. Reggae Girl just give me a sign of relief every time I watch them play. Lot of improvement. All right, thank you, boss Thomas. That's the first one. Lot of improvements. All right. So Jason, if you want to come in, the lobby is open. All right. Yes, and other people, if you don't want to come in, they can come in. We don't want to hear from Cataract. You know. Yes. JD, I will like you to get your football license. Devon, I am trying and I'm studying. It will take a little bit longer. It's not like Jamaica where you just go to one place and say I do things. But just I do things. If me in Jamaica, maybe I could have just do things. But here you have to do all of those things. You have to structure things properly. Go through all of the steps. There's no skipping step. All right, Devon Smith, no skipping step at all. You get me? Yes. You have to go through everyone. So if it's going to take you 3.5 years, it's going to take you 3.5 years. It's going to take you 2.5 years. That's what it's going to take you. All right. So, anyways, this is what took place. JD, how do you see the match between Panama and Jamaica in the Women's World Cup? I can tell you, Raymundo, you should have just waited for the Panama series, you know, because that's what I had on my list to talk about, you know. All right? Yes. No pay for play. Alright, anyways, Jamaica played a few games. Well, we saw Jamaica play two. No, we never saw anything because we had to pay for a man to not pay because my boy did it himself, but we had to try and get a man to video it on his phone for we to see these two matches because they were behind closed doors. All right, we won 1-0 and we lost 2-1. But to Paraguay. Paraguay ended up played Panama, lost to Panama 1-0. What a very much open game. Very much open game. Gonna discuss it later. All right, yes. Um, Jamaica played Spain, a Spain that is in turmoil. All right, so they have a heavily rotated squad mixed with youth 17, 20 players. You know, not a lot. So I'm not gonna disrespect their game. Not a lot of those guys. But Salma is one of those players that are the size. She was always big at her size. You know, yeah, she was always big. You know, she was actually in the game. They got dominated in that game. Dominated. All right. And I like the comedy, you know. That's why I'm moving away from these contents, you know. Don't worry yourself because I try to have a structured content and then they want to force people on the stream where have no behavior, you know. All right, I'm gonna come to that now because oh my, so why you couldn't Perry, why you wouldn't just put it on the next channel? Why you have to put it with the Jamaicans them here for them to say me a sellout? Anyways, let me continue. So Jamaica was dominated by Spain. It could have been way more. They were better than Jamaica by a good stretch, but that was not the case for this tour. All right, that was not the case for this tour. All right, so um, Jason, I'm not here, so the discard is out. All right, don't call me and tell me to turn nothing on. All right, yes. So, anyways, Czech Republic, Jamaica, 3-2. Was much more starting off for this one was iffy. All right, was iffy. Which foreign number that? Which foreign number that? People, text me before you call me, cause if it's cataract. Ah, okay, it's Mikey Ballin. Okay, you're lucky because I thought it's one cataract calling with foreign fake numbers.
First of all, JD, good evening to you.
Yes, how are you doing?
Good. First of all, I don't want a bad mode Calabar again. Here, sir.
I know I was giving a compliment to say that you would have actually catch what I was actually doing. I wanted to talk about the girls then, but I have to talk about what Reggae Boyz is structuring because I am trying to move away from the fight. I thought you would have loved that. I'm trying to move away from the fight, so I'm trying to clear up certain things in the Jamaica, the Reggae Boyz space, and I wanted to come back to the girls and to cover to cut out the fights as well. Because yesterday I asked them about the Reggae Girlz, and man I said, yo, them no win no game. You know, I hear nothing. I mean, I said, brother, when you never watch the game, when you sister the girl them play better football. You know?
All right, JD, listen to this now. First of all, I want to make something clear to everybody. First of all, I wasn't for Mr. Donaldson to get the job. That's
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I want to make everybody know. He was against him
What?
getting the job. Yes, that doesn't make that clear. But after seeing what he have done so far, he has done a good job.
All
First,
right.
people have to show people respect. Okay, and
Yeah.
now jump on about the bandwagon. Jamaica played 3 games in Australia. The first game they played, half the team reached there the morning of the game. So they were jet lagged. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they played so like lackadaisical in the Spain game.
Okay.
The
No.
Czech Republic game,
Uh-huh.
the Czech Republic game was what they played 2 times better than they played in the Spain game. I know Czech Republic is a
So
weaker
no,
team than
no,
Spain, but they
that's
played
what you have to clear up because really and truly, no matter what Jamaica they do, them never beat Spain. Cause that same Spain
right.
team beat United States.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, just for people who said Jamaica played terrible against Spain, they must
Mm-hmm.
understand. Half of the girls reach the morning of the game and to fly from Europe to Australia about maybe about 14, 15 hours, and then someone will fly from America, so it could be 20 hours them traveling before they got there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore you have to give the girls them an excuse on that game.
Okay.
Now you go to the Czech Republic game.
Yes,
They
which
played
you
a
have on the
wonderful
screen.
game. Right? They played a wonderful game. They don't have lapses in the last part of the first half, and they have lapses in the last part of the second half, where that's cost them the game.
Mm-hmm.
The 3-2 loss.
Yeah, but you
They
just
had
said something
chances to
before
score.
you go anywhere now. You said something. They reach late and they are jet lag. So how
Right.
can you have a competition and turn up late? What's
I'm
going
telling
on
you,
with
the
Jamaica?
team. Listen. You can't teach old dog new tricks. So they're going to continue.
Turn
Come
up
on,
late. Let
man.
me write that. Turn up late to the tournament. Turn up
No, half of the
late.
team turn up late.
Half of the
Just like with
team.
it, just like with the under 17 boys in Guatemala. Half of them turn up late. You remember?
Jesus.
So
Yes, that's 1 week ago. So in the same week, two
the two
teams.
teams, half of the teams turn up late.
Jesus God, man. Wow.
All right. So that's the excuse I'm going to make for them for the Spain game. Now, when it comes to Czech Republic game, they played a wonderful game. Vast improvement based on what they played against Paraguay in Jamaica. Because I went based off the Paraguay game in Jamaica. Then we come to the Australia game. Now, Australia beat them 3-0. But the score line, Australia did not dominate them. Let's put it that way.
No, they
They
never
made
dominated them like Spain, but they were the clear better team. Jamaica
right,
struggled to catch them, and they spaced out the
oh,
damn pitch.
right, and on the 2 mistakes they made in that game, they cost them 2 goals. The first goal that scored was the defensive mistake. That was just a good ball, a curve away from the goalkeeper, which is very hard to see because the ball keep moving away from her. I don't know if people notice that, The ball keep moving away to her left. So she still got a hand to it, but she didn't get enough hand to it to push it over the bar. So all in all, from the Paraguay game or from let's say the last game they played against Costa Rica in the World Cup playoff to this game, the last game against Australia, I see vast improvement.
Yeah, I was very much impressed with the passing and moving because Jamaica have a
Exactly.
problem with passing
Exactly.
and moving, from around 1998
Yes.
till now. So when I saw these girls passing the ball, moving, and
Yes.
believing that the ball will reach somewhere, I'm saying, nah, man, I never
And the
expected
way
this, man.
and and the way they never back off for Australia. They see they kept attacking them. They
Yes,
never back off and
that's true,
sit
man. I
back.
like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
So
So I don't
and
believe in the results them so much. I never really care in the score lines them in
and
the end. The first
so
score
no
line I was
because
kind of worried, because I was
yeah
wondering what
but
happened. But no, you said something, and even when I watched the next two, I was
yeah.
much more comfortable with even the last.
Also remember, for people, for anybody who say, boy, Jamaica's 3 game, the man is trying to find a team. He played young lady McNamara, Washington, and Simmons. They all did well. The young girls all did well. The new center half they got with the blonde top, I can't remember her name. The way she switched the ball from left to right, that's a plus because she have a very strong right foot. I can tell you that. Jamaica got chances in the Australia game that could have made it 3-2, 3-1. Australia could have maybe got more chances too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah. But I am telling you, this team maybe Panama not going to be an easy game, but I think they have the edge on Panama.
Yeah.
France, I think going to be very, very. That's the most difficult game. Brazil, they can hold Brazil to a draw.
Yeah,
to
so
goal
you think
difference.
that Jamaica can qualify through the next round? Because
Round of 16.
getting a win and a draw, you know, that a qualification, a goal difference, you go down and you know, you realize that.
Exactly. That's what I said. Goal difference. That's what I'm talking about. Goal
Okay, so you think so
Now,
we can beat Panama convincing?
listen, it's when you play in World Cup, you can't count out no team. Okay,
Yeah.
that's first of all. That's
Guys, let me
first
know if you
of
agree
all.
with Mikey Ballin. He must say him thinks that Jamaica can qualify because
Right.
Panama dropped in our zone. And some people saying that it would have changed. I don't think they're going to change it. Exactly the two Concacaf team will be in the damn
Yeah.
group. They are not
No,
going to change it.
they're not going to change it. It's already set.
Yeah.
Also, if we draw with Brazil, just have to keep the score line down against France. So make it a goal difference thing.
Yeah, but I
And
thought it's Brazil team, you know. Be careful, you know, Mikey. May I give you too much false hope, you know. This Brazil team,
let,
nobody, you know.
let, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. What people don't realize is that Jamaica female football team is in a group where we have 6 teams in the World Cup. So nothing is easy. And if Mexico could have get to that playoff, maybe they would have been the 17 instead of I think who it is Chile. I don't really
Yeah,
think it's
no,
Chile made.
no, Chile.
Col-
No, Portugal qualified.
Portugal. Yeah,
Big
Portugal.
boss, big
Instead of,
boss, big up.
yeah.
Portugal give 85 love, you know. Europe, them a come from it. No. I think if Portugal here, Portugal might beat United States, though.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, man. No. Listen, the big dog them in the World Cup is United States, Germany, and England. But the big dog them. And France. Big dog.
But me I tell you, say Portugal, United States now walk over Portugal, brother. I'm very sorry. Portugal is a good
But
team.
and Spain too. And Spain, because Spain beat United States. So you
Yes,
remember
and
so.
Spain. No, but no, Spain
But
qualified automatic. Spain is a very good team. We know that already.
also you must remember. But what I want people to realize in CONCACAF group that our women section are big up the area. We have 6 teams in the World Cup. 2 teams went to the playoffs and they went
Yeah, but
through.
Mikey, why you try
Which
to
is a
turn my show
yeah.
into what me I gonna talk about later? Me have a different show from Imaxit, you know, where literally say Panama qualification and all them something there.
So you want me to call you back later?
Yeah, man, you have a call back later for the next show, man. What you talk about? A girl football, me I talk about for the next show. Yeah, man.
Listen. Me say everybody talk about the Reggae Boys and thing, but right now, this year should be the Reggae Girls year. After the World Cup, we can talk about the Reggae Boys. Because Reggae Girls are the thing right now.
Yeah, but a 2 Reggae Girls title me have Reggae Girls here and me have it over there. So we are talk about it, man, and even on other videos, me still talk about the Reggae Girls because them I do something. Me just not like when me come on the channel them and then man come and tell me about Reggae Boys when them actually losing at the tournament and me can't talk about other teams them, you know. So that's the only thing me not a problem with. Reggae Girls, man, me cool with them, man.
And before I go on the Reggae Boys present coach, I think that he's going to make the team play better. And I said play better. I'm going to give it that.
All right.
Playing better is the key. If you play better, eventually the goals will come and the winning will come. The first job him have to do is make sure the team play better. When the team plays better, and from what I see in the Cameroon, it was Cameroon they played, right? For just only 1 week, where him have the team for, and then play like that. Listen, if him have the team, if him have them practicing every 2 days out of every week in Jamaica, the locals, believe me, we're going to have something to see. We're going to see a vast improvement in play. Not say they're going to win all the games they play, but people have to be patient with the coach.
Thank you very much,
Don't expect miracles. Oh, you pay him so much money and him a lose just like this man and that man. Not bother with them things.
But big boss, you just described Jamaica. Yeah. You just described Jamaica.
Boss, just make sure on can wait. Give the man time. And even when the Mexico game coming up, again, remember, him will have the play them for what? 3-4 days before the game.
Yes.
Come on, guys. So come on, guys. I want them to beat Mexico.
Yes, but
I would love them to beat Mexico.
Me not sure
but you have to be realistic.
Yeah.
You have to be realistic. Mexican team have played together a long time with them coach more than likely. Them just coming back from the World Cup. Jamaica team is a new coach. Him not see the guy them see them in one game, basically against Argentina. Basically that was it. So that is what 3 months ago. And then we get them for what 4 or 5 days before the game start. Some of them will come in late as usual. So I'm not you see them 1 day before the game.
Yeah. So
big guys, please, Jamaican, please be patient with the coach.
Yeah, but
Be patient.
I think this category has gone so bad. You're not gonna
Yeah,
get that because man, I gotta say when
uh,
I did Jamaican coach,
yeah,
we did the jump up and I beat them
yeah.
topper.
Listen,
So in this
yeah.
that it not me. I tell you, some can artists behave. I go on, just watch,
I,
just
I, I,
it not
I'm gonna
happen.
use it as like I will use it as an example. First of all, I gotta repeat again. I was not for Mr. Donaldson, but I can say right now I've seen improvement in the team since he got the team at the beginning of the year. Guys, be patient. Look how the girls are playing. Yes, they didn't win any game in Australia. Every team was above them in ranking. They came close to beat number 28 team, which is Czech Republic. Guys, be patient, and we will get the results.
All right,
Be
big boss.
patient.
We link up later, yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
see you in 2 hours.
yeah.
All right, go.
All right, all right. So let me just go through them comments here. I only have 30 more minutes to go. Let me get it because all right. So let me hear know. All right. Cataract, I'm in a desperate for call, for a call from foreign number or use fake account. You want man just to agree with you? None. First, that's a pure lie. I can't tell you say you're wrong. And you're wrong about the technical director. I never talked about a fucking technical director. So stop your fucking stupid story. You build up narrative every fucking day. I'm tired of it. It's annoying now. Simple, I've never talked about the technical director, and you keep on talking about the same thing. I am not interested. So you're just lying on me. You make up story to have a fight with people, and I'm not in it. Simple. I'm done talk. I don't care about what you want to say. Simple. And I'm kind of done with it as well too. So you can just avoid me, bro. Just avoid me, man. Simple. Me ain't not talking with you, bro. Simple. And who come here for cataract, who not for come here because it not got me again either. Yeah, because I'm kind of done with it now. I'm done with the whole heap of talking. Because you make up story. Because you want... Don't worry the man that we call you out every day. Why you never war with them man there? Me see man a diss you every time. And you can't take them on. And me have strength for you think me dunce? Are me stupid? Oh, true me come from jungle you think me dunce? Are you not think me have the education? Who you man? Who you man? Oh, true other people think them educated. And them can diss you up every day. Brother, just leave me alone, man. Just avoid me, man. Simple, man, and stop tell lie for me, man. Me one of the realest thing your ass know. No, just love me, man. Just love me, man. Me do my program. You know, listen, that's how you know learn. You know, listen, that's how you know learn done. So just love me, man, and I deal, me, man. Simple, man. Just done, man. Cause every time you come here, you want right. Me done talk. Me just do me show them people when me come here. If you not want to come see me, or you don't come on my show. Me not interested. When you don't come on my show, me come when you come for see me, and that's it. If I have 5 people here, that's it. Me done. Me not interested. Me come for just talk about what me I talk about and me gone. Them man look like them have feelings. Or them carry feelings. Because him a talk about something what me not talk about. Me not chatting with a Dan. You get me? Yeah man, just go and be business, man. You can diss me all you want, diss me and make up story. Who make me JFF buy me out and everything. Because anybody in a talk where you want, JFF buy you out. So okay, JFF buy me out. Me no need $100. Me no need $1,000, brother. Just love me, man. Leave me, man. Because this is what you want from a show for make it stay in the ghetto. The ghetto, because that's what I think my show them is. The ghetto and jungle. I can run decent shows as well, but it's not going to be with you. Simple. Because you don't have anything decent about you. You want to always a war with somebody. In the real world, it can't work. I say that over and over. So stop look at war with people, man, and stop tell people about people can't disagree with me. People always disagree with me for my show done. But me never say what you say, and a foolish you say attack. Simple. Done, man. Love my man. And stop make up story, man, and propaganda, man. Tell your fans if unsubscribe from my channel, and we will still have more subscribers tomorrow again. Because me make this and never you. How you, man? Anyways, let me continue. People. Because some people just don't know what I've done, you know. Let me continue, guys. So what I saw from this team, and I like it, and I'm going to document this, and this is what I want to do. I come here to talk about football. Alright? I come here to talk about football, not Jamaica affairs. Alright? Yeah, man. No, man, DNA, I have to just make it be clear now. So, in the talking, when I come back on the next stream, I not go on the talk with no man from this point. No man at all. Because it's a bully thing him come with always. You get me? He's a bully thing him come with always. If him can't get what he want, like him want push people in a corner, you can't tell me nothing. If me not see what you say make sense, me I go call it out. Because he always a try to turn away for fight about JFF. Me not in it. Me say it don't make no sense. Me I listen to what people tell me. If them tell me something, me I hold them to their word. Just leave me, man, catch her up, man. Allow me, man. Allow me channel alone, man. Simple, man. JD, do respect. I know sometimes. No, man. Enough is enough, man. Every time him do it, if him come on my channel, my only channel, anytime him feel like say, me nah do what him want, him try disrespect me. Enough is enough, done. Because he can go anywhere you want it go. He can go in a your way you want it go. Simple. Because I'm not afraid that you're done. Or you think me a fool. Another man a this up and you can't attack them. Attack the other man, them, man. And when them a look war with you and argue with you not argue with them. Leave me, man. No, man. Well, now it's annoying, man. It's annoying. I came here just to talk something positive, and this man just want to come with him negative. Like every day him get up, him just want war with a set of people and make up a war. You become a part of the problem, Cataract. You become a part of the problem. You become a part of the problem. And that's what you are now. You're part of the problem. You think you know nothing too much, just like the rest of them. You only know too much. That's why I've always said, in order for Jamaica to go forward, none of them from Jamaica should not be in the team or own nothing. None of them, they run it. If you just hire FIFA for just lock it down and find people from outside, because the whole them act like them know too much. Because I have simply said a man get a job title, a literal damn title, and the people explain the title. So I wanted people to know what the coach title is when him come here. Me not care if I'm a technical director, whatever, That's what the people same sign the contract for. So that is what I'm telling the people them. So if they have to hold him accountable, they hold him accountable. Who cares about what the next man have? I came here to talk about the technical director. I am talking about what the man damn signed for. That is what I wanted to tell the people. Because that's what the man that signed him told me in my face. So why should I be going around what you are saying? Oh, the technical director should be doing that. So that's what should be done. That's what should be done. Brother, I don't care about that, man. You just make argument. You can't say you make the argument done. You just want war the JFF every stream. Me not depend on it, man. Me not want it, man. Me have a life aside from YouTube done, man. Just stop, man. No, man. I go to Jason, man. I good, man. Me just tired of the foolishness from him, done. Me just tired of the foolishness from him, man. Me not walk with a JFF or nothing. Just stop your foolishness, man. And you just the talk on that show, man. Allow me, man. You get me? I'm just do me show them. I'm going to go on about my business. Me not need no connect in Jamaica. I me not need nothing. Me just talk on Jamaica, gone. Simple. You get me? It simple means, guys, the coach had a designed job, and that is what I tried to come here and try to talk to you about. To avoid these arguments, these unnecessary arguments. You understand me? You can't get up every day and then put a bad image on a product and then want the product to be sold. You understand me? It don't work. It don't work. So if the coach was signed to develop youth structure, and also qualify for the World Cup, the people need to know that as well. So at least you know that, okay, before me never really believe in the youth structure of Jamaica then. Alright, then now maybe can send me youth them for the youth 15 and 16 and 17. That's for the future, because the coach just signed January. Alright? But I'm just saying, I'm looking at more things to dig up some positives for people to see. You understand me? That's all I'm saying, brother. You get me? Me not in the have to go back on for fight with JFF. Brother, me know the people are incompetent. It clearly tells. Mikey just called. What Mikey said. They had one person's late. And they had one person's late. We know that. But what you expect? We not do that for 2 years? If we not look for some other positives, may I go come here every day one war? For what? Enough is enough, man. It no matter fan of mine. The man is a problem, man. You know? No, it's good, Kai. Me done talk. Me no want no more talking. I'm gonna do shorter shows. Now me show them I go to 1 hour. So once my story done, me done. So we're not gonna see less of me. You get me? Make Cataract take the next hour on a different channel. and take my space. The reason why JD is upset because most times there is a solution, but some people still stuck with. Thank you, Triple E. That's all I'm trying to do, you know. Because how are we going to break the ice? I'm not conforming to nobody, but no, we get a coach. So why we should still be fighting about things before the coach? Why should we still the coach not do not nonsense, you know? So we don't have to know what the coach need to be doing. We need to know what the coach need to be doing. So that means when he does something remotely good, we can say, all right, good. The scouting network come in. The man say him 400. Oh, wait again. Yeah, you're cataract in the shot. Oh, I wonder where him get them scouting play them from. You love war for, so you don't even want to give the coach we just signed. We have $1 billion education in a one subject. You know more than the coach as well. Me can't bother with the cataract. Me no want to have the argument that you just love war. So you still try even undermine the coach at that time and John Wall. So all right then, Cataract, you know what? You know more than John Wall and the coach. Me no need for there, so Cataract need to start a Jamaican channel and actually talk football. See, you want the attention there? You get it there now. You need to start a Jamaican channel and talk about Jamaican football because you know everything about the coaching side because you coach before a win title. Even if it's a bag juice title you won, you won it. And you know about scouting, you have every connection. Go there. Go there and do it. Go there and do it. Just go there and do it. Because you know more than it and you have everything. So you don't want TV. Brother, are your ego the problem, brother? Are your ego the problem? Are your ego the actual problem? Because if from a see you say that about John Wall, let me know. You're questioning how the man can know the people. Of course, the man will take the job. The man will get 100 million. So if you get 100 million, it's hard to find people. It's really hard to find people. If the man get 100 million, we up on YouTube now do nothing. We get $100. We get $100 we can find people. Just make the man get a break, man, and just make the man just do the thing, man. Make go get some success, man. And then me can feel free to buy my jersey. And me not conform. But obviously the man dead and the man can pick him team now. So we can get the right players in our team. Let me talk about the man, what the man come for do, man. Me don't want to hear about the technical director. Then you go look a job for the technical director, man. And then we can talk about you after. Because once you get the technical director job, I can burn you out if you do foolishness. Why you need to get a job? Get a job in one of the position them for burn you out. And that if you do, since you have so much insights. Obviously, them come from Jamaica and them have much of the skills than we have. Get a job in the JFF and then we can judge you off that job. What say you know people? That thing for do, you know. If you come and know everything every week, get the RAS job. Get the job, make we call you out. Get the job, make we call you out. Because you can't, if you have a solution for things, but you don't want to go look the job. If you have the solution, go there, man. You know, say you love Jamaica, man. Go there and do it, man. You're there, Jamaica ready, you know. Go do it. And then we can criticize you. But no, you want to stay up on the fence and criticize only. No, man. No. I'm calling him out because he thinks he know everything. Him think he know everything. So me I tell him, say, since you're there at Jamaica, you and him a friend. You and him work together in the past. Get a damn job there so we can scrutinize what you do. And make sure when you get the job, you release your actual documents, what it entails for you on the job. So we can call you out because you think you're perfect. So we can call you out. Simple, man. So we know if you're better than Ross Algrim and you're better than John Wall. So we don't have to hear you tell we say better. Yeah, man, me go at it, man. Anytime you come in nothing, me go make sure me scrutinize it and have an argument with you. Since you're actually like you want put man down like you think say me want done said or something. I want to hear, man. Brother, number one, me done with the talking. Me say if the man can get the job, it's the true statement. If you say you're good for Jamaica, go get the RAS job. Make we on YouTube use the channels them to get it in a position. Get the RAS job, and we will give you money to for you to do the job. And then make sure you show everything and show that be an exemplary to the system. Because the money do everything in Jamaica. So we will have to go up together, everybody watching. And if there are 200,000, what 2 million for make you run, we get the job. And then we will fund you the money. We will fund you the damn money. You get me? And then we will see what you have to do, what difference you could do than them, because you have all the outside experience, you have all the connection. So get the damn job. You have time for football. Get the damn job, brother. And we will support you 1,000%. Here, I will use my platform and support you 1,000%. Humble one, that's a lie. Cataract have shown nothing more than disrespect to me. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. You see other people dissing up Cataract in him face. I mean, him can't say nothing. Because they must have him secret. But anytime he come from my channel, him have to twist things. If me not answer to something, him start spread a propaganda, say me I work with JFF and the man buy me out. Me not like it, man. I don't like it, brother. If you know, from a come here, me remain the realest thing. Me no know none of man. Me not look no favor from my body or nothing. Him need to stop. I'm not gonna entertain it the next time. That's all me I say. Simple. So people, wanna take care and just have a nice day. Alright? Yeah, man. So him get exactly where me that come for spoil the show. Alright? So peace out and take care, yeah?